So, what is happening in real estate and what can we learn from it as a consumer, as a home buyers and home sellers? I'll share with you what's going on in the real estate market in 2025 and some of my thoughts kind of concise into something useful for you, hopefully. Welcome back to Sean Realty Podcast. My name is Sean, the realtor guy from Portland, Oregon. So, as you might know, number of transaction is way down, about 20 to 30% in the whole country. That's pre-pandemic, basically. And by the way, pre-pandemic 2019, we were having low number of transactions as well because of the limited supplies. So now the sellers need to price correctly in order to sell and attract offers. And for the buyers, there are going to be some good deals, especially from the sellers who have to sell. Now, what can we learn from this weird market? I think the first thing that you have to know is the buyer's position. When you buy, you have to buy right. When you buy right, you're going to be doing just fine. When I say buy right means buying the right kind of properties, buying the right kind of budget that you can afford, and having that options. Having some of the options is the key point here. So for example, people who lived in their current home for more than 10 years, the time itself gives that homeowner option. The option to stay put, or option to rent out, or option to sell. And if you don't have the first two options, the only option that you have is you have to sell. That's what we need to prevent as a consumer. So the time fixes a lot of things in real estate, but what if you have to sell within 2 years after buying it? So first thing that I thought about is that if you're going into a brand new city, I think especially in the current market, it might be good to rent first for just 1 year, even 6 months. Renting out will give you the information that you need of which neighborhoods or which what kind of homes or what kind of pricing, what kind of lifestyle that you really enjoy, so you can make the right purchase in the first time. And then the other thing is staying within the budget. And this one, for the first time home buyers, buying something smaller without the budget restricting elements that are such as like high HOA fees or high property taxes. Utility costs is something that you can't really control anymore because, statewide, citywide, it's pretty much the same. But at least you know what you can do, control about the HOA or property taxes. Now, and then the other thing is really focusing in on what you really want and need, top 3 things. This is probably the most essential question that I ask when I meet the first-time buyers or before I work with certain buyers. I have this talk and I try to learn as much as I can from their situation, their lifestyle, who they are, what kind of location will really benefit them. But the main question that I ask is, what's the 3 most important thing in your home purchase? And if you can focus in on that and let go of the rest, I think you will do better. In my opinion, for some people, having the best school in the neighborhood is going to be important. That means you have to go to a smaller home. Maybe you have to have 1 less bedroom. Maybe you have to give up the garage, or maybe you have to give up that lot size. If you say privacy is the most important thing, and that's me actually. I want just private backyard that is south facing. I don't have that right now. So my next house will have that, hopefully, if I ever move. But it's something that I changed after I moved into this house, but something that I couldn't predict when I was buying my current home. So one thing that is buying a house isn't easy, really. Even for realtors like myself, it's hard, especially when your emotion takes better of you. And that's why I think having that really good realtor right by your side, using their third brain or second brain to help you to make that sort of like test run, simulation. If you lived in this house, what would be like? How would it live? How would you like? So knowing about your lifestyle, personality, wants and needs, and three most important things, focusing on that will be really important. Staying within the budget. So there's many different talks, but your monthly income should be about 3 to 4 times of what goes into the house. So that's, you can run the numbers, and let's say if you're making $100,000 a year, can you go more than $3,000 a month? Can you go more than $4,000 a month? If you go close to $4,000 a month, you may become more like house poor. If you go toward like 5,000, did I make sense? So 100,000, that's the annual salary. Sorry, $10,000, $10,000 a month, right? If you make $100,000 a month, you're doing super well. So $10,000 a month, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. So that's an easy breakdown for you. And right now with the high interest rate, it's really hard to stay close to $3,000 right now. In Portland, Oregon market, if you go to 3,000, you can't really buy a single family home unless you put down a lot of down payment. So you have to know your budget, and staying within the budget is going to be really important. So yeah, I mean, I've been selling about 17 years now. I haven't seen a market like this. It's a very interesting market, very like a weird market too. Number is down. When I do open houses, some days there's nobody coming, even though the price is right, even though the marketing is done and everything. Sometimes I don't get anyone, but then other homes I get like a couple dozens of people stopping by at certain open houses. And at the same time, people are very, very cautious of making offer. So kind of going back to that pricing right for the seller at that point. So I hope that makes sense. But in real estate, there's always good opportunities. No matter what the market is, there's always good deals. There's always bad deals, vice versa. The market is super hot. There's always bad deals. There's always good deals. And so you have to know what you want, and getting help from professional will be important. If you want to talk to me about your needs to buy and sell and invest in anything like that, you can give me a call at 503-515-4499, only for Oregon properties. I can recommend you to other state, or I could do the interview for you for like a referral fee type of thing, but I'm basically focusing on Portland, Oregon market. I have some partners in Washington state who are really good, and I can make that introduction too. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe if you listen this far. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next video.